Thanks, Megan, for taking some time out of your day to chat. I know things are crazy, especially now as we're getting through the end of the term with exams coming up, and I know your training schedule is pretty busy. So I really appreciate taking some time. How have things been going for you in this crazy fall that we've been having?
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's definitely been an adjustment, but I think this fall for myself, I've just been super grateful to be back in the pool and being with my teammates. In terms of online school, it's definitely been different, but I don't mind doing online school because I can do things on my own time, which has been super nice. Extra time to have naps, which is nice. So yeah, it's not been too bad, kind of getting into the swing of things now that we're been doing it for a couple months.
Yeah, it seems like that flexibility with the online classes is really helpful, especially for a student athlete like yourself, right? I mean, between training and especially the hours that you guys put in, how helpful has that been to have that flexibility?
I've actually really enjoyed it. I find that like coming home from morning practices, there's just like less in between time. Getting to class, coming back, making sure have your meals prepared like between that practice and class time. That was also kind of a stressful thing, making sure you had everything lined up for the day. So being able to just go home after practice has been nice, and you can have time to relax and then get back into your studies when you need, which is I've been finding super helpful.
You mentioned, being so nice to get back in the pool and training and having some sort of in-house competitions, and maybe we'll get into that in a bit here as well. But swimming's kind of nice because you're on a team, but it's also more individual, right? So there's kind of that flexibility as well. So you guys have been able to probably adapt a little better than some other sports just naturally. How much has that been key to getting through this craziness and just being able to have some semblance of normalcy in your sport?
I think we've been just trying to focus on things that are a little bit different than just performance right now. So overall, we've been just focusing on skills and just keeping the team together kind of thing, which has been nice.
How have you guys been doing that what have sort of been the pivot things looking like to try and keep everyone on the same page and support each other?
Yeah, I think as a whole, we've been trying to do as many like socially distant activities outside together. For one, just getting to know the rookies, which has been something at swim meets. You usually get to know the new team members a lot better just because you're spending whole weekends together. So we've been really trying to keep the team as a whole moving together for common goals. We've had to revamp our goals a couple times this season as things have changed. So I think just always be ready for uncertainty and that we're going to have to change our goals for when the world is changing.
I know it's not quite the same when you're competing against your teammates, but kind of nice that you've had these intra-squad trials and you got some more coming up here at the end of the month. How exciting will that be to really kind of ramp up the competition? And do you have some plans to really make it with some stakes on the line in terms of going up against each other?
Yeah, I'm super excited for the swim meet we have next weekend. We've already kind of got some banter going between the blue and gold team. So I'm pretty excited for that, to see what everyone throws down, because we haven't had a real like heats and finals situation where you can get up at night and go a bit faster. So I'm excited to see like all the training that we've been doing pay off for everyone.
Obviously, you got more time left here at UBC, but looking back, how has these last few years been for you? What are some of your biggest memories? I mean, you're on a powerhouse team. You guys are nationally renowned, obviously, as a bit of a dynasty. So what has that meant to you to be part of such a legacy like that?
Yeah, it's been honestly like best 5 years of my life. Um, I couldn't be more grateful and honored to be a T-Bird. And just looking back, I think one of my favorite memories is winning youth sports at UBC. I think we won by 38 points against U of T. And just seeing all of our alumni in the stands, like watching us, cheering us, that was just one of the greatest feelings in the world. And last year, Can West, women's team wasn't in like a tight race, but the men's team, I think, won by 7 points. It came down to the last relay, and just our whole team was just like erupting on the bench and just singing all the way home to the airport on the bus. And it was just, yeah, one of the best memories.
Maybe you have a little bit extra free time this year, just as most of us do. I know you guys are super busy as it is, but have you had to fill some of those gaps with a few other things? Any new hobbies or new Netflix shows, or what have you been doing to fill that time that you otherwise would have been busy with traveling and competing and all of that?
Yeah, definitely lots of Netflix and YouTube and watching TV. But I think throughout the summer and kind of fall, I kind of got into like hiking and like kind of just exploring Vancouver more, which has been super awesome because over the past 5 years living here, I never like really explored everything. So that's been super fun.
Was that, growing up in Kamloops, you have so much at your disposal there in terms of the outdoors, especially during the summer. Was that something you always did at home growing up, and even in the summers in the past? Did you take advantage of doing stuff outdoors?
Yeah, for sure. Every summer would always be out at the lake, boating, or yeah, just biking with my family, hiking. Yeah, it's mostly in Kamloops what there is. So yeah, that was always something we were doing.
When this pandemic is over, and we've had some good news lately with on the vaccine front, so hopefully sooner than later, but besides being able to get back to competition and all of that, hopefully, what else are you most looking forward to doing again?
I think traveling. I think just all my life I've always traveled, whether it be just small weekend trips or like throughout Canada. So I've definitely noticed that I just miss being on the go more. It's definitely been different just staying in one place for so long. So I'm super excited to travel and visit family as well.
What's sort of top of your bucket list in terms of destination locations?
I think like for like big trip, I'd really like to go to like Croatia and like Greece, probably around there. That's definitely where I want to go, but I guess we'll see what happens.
Yeah, hopefully you can get there soon.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Megan. I really appreciate you taking some time today, and best of luck as you head into exam season soon here, and of course at the time trials coming up next week. That'll be fun.
Yeah, thank you for having me.